Mandy from Mandyleeplays, and in this video I'm going to do a worth the buy for Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. So, I hope you enjoy it. Yes, that pun was intended. So let's get into the video. So Fire Emblem 3 Hopes was developed by Omega Force and published by Koei Tecmo. And it's the 4th entry in this new Nintendo Dynasty Warriors style game. Now on to arguably what's my favorite part about this game, and that is the story. So this being a warrior style game, a lot of people don't come into these games expecting a good story, but I love how Nintendo has been starting to put more story into these warrior type games. And now with Fire Emblem 3 Hopes, they put in this alternate what if scenario to the story, which I love. Now, I don't know if this is canon or not. Alright, so the first big change is we don't play as Byleth. Yes, our silent protag with the charisma of a god has been replaced with a new character called Shaz or Shez, this purple hair dude. I play as a female and I like the female better than the male. Now, Shaz is completely different from Byleth. One, Shaz talks. Now, Byleth does talk in this game too, but it's very awkward and weird.
Sorry, but this fight is over.
I am not used to her talking. Now, something cool that I noticed is if you have a save file from 3 houses, it takes the name from your latest save file and gives it to the Ashen Demon. Hello. I actually did. Oh, Lucina. Oh, that's for my save file. That's so cool. So now on to Shaz. Their company of mercenaries is trying to defeat Gerald's company of mercenaries. And it goes, you know, okay until it doesn't go okay. And this is where the what if scenario comes in. Because instead of Byleth getting found by the 3 houses, Shaz gets found by the 3 houses. Now these 3 houses are...
My name is Edelgard von Hresvelg, Princess of the Adrestian Empire.
I am Dmitri Alexandra Blathed, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
And I'm Claude von Regan, grandson of the leader of the Leicester Alliance.
And they take you back to Garrett Mock Monastery, where you meet Rhea, and she gives you a position in one of the 3 houses. Now this is where you get to choose which house you want. I went with the Black Eagles first since I played them last in 3 houses. And then I also played through the Blue Lions route. So you literally spend like a day at Garrett Mock Monastery. Well, to us it's like 1 day, but been like a couple of weeks in their time, which is still pretty fast. And other little changes like having Yuritsa as your professor, which he makes a horrible professor, by the way. He does not care at all.
Remember your mission?
We are to eliminate the remaining members of the Iron King's thieves that attacked our camp.
Prepare yourself.
Of course, Professor... Oh, he's gone.
Now getting into the nitty-gritty of the story. So basically, like in 3 houses, you do have a spirit inside you. Now his name is Olaf, or Olaf? Thinking of Frozen. His name is Arval, and he basically takes the place of Sophus from 3 houses. He's a godlike figure that gives you power to transform into like this demon mode or something. And there's an obvious parallel of where Arval comes from. And let me just say that they really go in on the people who slid in the dark storyline from 3 houses. I won't say more, but it does draw parallels between Arval and Sophus. So depending on the house that you choose, Shez follows that route, and not only are you helping whatever house that you chose, you're also trying to figure out what this newfound power is and how to use it correctly, and more importantly, how to not let it control you, and figure out Arlof's lost memory and being soul partners or whatever they call it.
Partner in destiny. Sorry, what?
I really like the story in 3 Hopes a little bit better than 3 Houses because we got more nuance, more things that made sense. Now I really love the story, but I know that a lot of people who come for warrior style gameplay do not come for the story. So let's get on to the gameplay.
Now! As one, attack!
So Fire Emblem 3 Hopes is a warrior style game. For the people who don't know what a warrior's game is, It's a type of playstyle popularized by the Dynasty Warrior games where you face off against hordes of enemies that you hack and slash your way through with powerful combos and special attacks. But it's not just hack and slash, there is some strategy to this madness. You got your main objectives and you got your side objectives that you want to focus on, plus capturing the keeps. And here is where the tactical part comes into play. Hi guys, it's Editing Mandy here, and I just wanted to mention something that I forgot in the video, and that is the tactics menu. Now this pops up right before a main battle, and tactics are really important because they could really shape the outcome of a battle, so you're going to want to keep an eye on them. The way you unlock more tactics is to do side missions. Not only does it give you an advantage in battle, it is the only way to recruit characters from a different house, because I learned that the hard way. But is he really dead?
I have to survive this. I'm so scared to die.
He didn't retreat. So you get to choose between 4 characters to play, and you can also switch them on the fly. Not only that, you have to give orders via the map to defend people, capture keeps, and battle with enemies, because it could get really chaotic and you want, more hands doing more things. Something that I didn't expect is that there's a classic mode, and what that means is if a unit dies, they die permanently. I don't know who plays it like that, because that just sounds crazy, because anything could just kill them off by accident. But they do have casual mode for not the permadeath option. Now on to the place where I do not like to spend my time in, and that is the encampment. This game goes hard on the micromanaging, from weapons to boosting up rusted ones, to leveling up ancient ones, to different things. It's a lot to keep track of, especially since you have to keep track of all of your units. And towards further on in the game, you get more units, so it could be pretty kind of overwhelming. They do have a button where you could just automatically optimize, but I never trust those. Never trust those buttons because they never do a good job. They never. So you're going to want to go to each unit, kind of optimize them, put their abilities, their classes and all that. And there's also this thing where you have to boost their morale, and you could do that by cooking or chores. This all sounds like a chore basically. It's very, very time consuming, and it's my least favorite part. I do like the support conversations, and I do like the expedition. So I do like spending time with my units, but I don't like the nitty-gritty micromanaging of every ability and stuff. It could get a lot. Now there's different facilities that help you with all this. There's the blacksmith, there's the cooking guy, the chore lady, I don't know their names. Now I want to go into a little bit more detail into the training facility, because that one's really important. That's basically where you train your units, but not only that, where you could switch their classes. Now in Fire Emblem 3 Hopes, there's a lot of variety. You can make your units become basically anything really if you put the time and effort into it. That doesn't mean they'll be good at it, but it does add a lot of customization to your playstyle. But other than that, everything is for everybody. Even males could be dancers. Like I said, you might not be good at it, but the options are still there. Plus, it adds a ton of replay value when you do other routes. Now there's also the tactics facilities, which is important. In the tactics facilities is your power-ups, like adding more gauges for your super, adding more healing potions to your units, all that good stuff. It does cost a lot of coins, so you better save. So while the gameplay loop and all the hacking and slashing is fun, I feel like the micromanaging in this game was a little bit too much, and it really bogs down the flow of the game. So on to the verdict. Is Fire Emblem 3 Hopes worth the buy? Yes it is. I feel like it adds a ton of content to a already great story from 3 Houses. So if you love 3 Houses, you're gonna love this one. And I really like the protagonist Shaz, and I love how they treated the story in this game. But overall, the gameplay itself is just so addicting and fun, so I highly recommend you pick up this game. Alright, so that was the end of my video. If you liked it, please hit that like button, and if you like my content and would love to see more, please subscribe. We're on our way to 5K, so let's go. You can follow me on Twitter at Mandyleeplays. Hope you guys have a beautiful rest of the day, and as always, play a good game. Peace, peace.